Well, hello. So we got an announcement. No, we didn't. Just kidding. I made an announcement because the global Bandai Namco mobile channel uploaded or scheduled a premiere. And that premiere is for the upcoming Dokkan May Producer's Letter. There is going to be a video covering stuff that's coming up for the month of May. This is scheduled to release in 3 days, May 4th at 8 p.m. PDT. So if you want to know exactly what time it's going to be dropping for you in your time zone, click the link down below in the description. It will take you directly to this video. And then if you check on the bottom left, you can see when it's going to be dropping for you. Another way to look at it is basically what I talked about in my previous video. Actually, I don't know when I'm dropping this. In my previous Dokkan video, talking about what's going to be coming up next, because Golden Week wasn't going to happen. So what was likely going to happen was after the Dokkan Frontier update, we were going to get something, but it looks like it's going to be happening 2 hours before this. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go live on the channel on May 4th, and then we'll check out the new, stuff. We'll react to it. And then after all that stuff is done, the dust is settled, we will then go ahead and jump into the new Dokkan Frontier. This, by the way, is the last bit of content left in this celebration. And the celebration will be coming to an end around this heaven, which is pretty much right on cue for Dokkan, right? 3 days before the next big thing, we get an announcement, unlike Legends where they get it the day of. So this is par for the course, and this is exactly what we were expecting. No Golden Week. It is going to be centered around Goku, Gohan, Goten, which should not be a surprise to anyone, considering during a typical Golden Week celebration, there's actually 2 major milestones that are happening. The Golden Week cultural festival stuff in Japan, and the Goku Day celebration. Along with Goku Day, we have Gohan and Goten, so 5/8, 5/9, 5/10. There's surely going to be something involving these two. According to Air Dokkan, shout out Air Dokkan, this is going to be a 21-minute video. So that, in my opinion, actually is kind of telling. So I'm going to give my theories later on in the video. But what I first wanted to do was I wanted to go back and take a look at last year's video. Last year's video in this same time slot, the May Producer's Letter, was an 11-minute 54-second video discussing the stuff that was coming up, and it was led by Ken alone, actually. So this is where we got some additional news about the Dual Dokkan Festival, some other stuff. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at all that. I think this was like how things were gonna be for the year, for the 10th year. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and watch this, and then I'm gonna talk about what this potentially means for this celebration, considering that this is 21 minutes. That's a pretty lengthy video, and that's a pretty lengthy video just for a reveal. There's got to be some more stuff to it. So let's go ahead and check this out. Let me turn off the music here, and we're gonna skim through. We're not gonna just sit here and watch the whole thing.
Hello, salut, 안녕하세요, ni hao, guten tag.
So weird, man, not seeing Omatsu anymore.
Thank you for watching this video.
You're welcome.
Events in the works for the 10th anniversary year.
Yeah, more 10th anniversary stuff. So the first thing we talked about was the reward ticket. Right, so now that the 10th anniversary had happened, the whole year was still going to be commemorating 10 years, but there was going to be something that would lead up to the 11th anniversary. And this is something that you guys have taken exception to, those of you who are newer players, or those of you who didn't care about this sort of stuff along the way. Every month you could earn 3 of these tickets, and then eventually you could exchange them for some animated wallpapers for the 11th anniversary. If you don't have it, fear not, they will eventually bring it back. It is not going to be something that only those players will get. They will bring it back. So that actually goes on for a while. Then they talk about new stage is going to be added every single month. Extra missions are available with each new stage. The new All Out Seriously Serious thing, that tradition has continued into year 11. And instead of Special Day giving you the free tickets, it's actually this that does it, and it's only 7, which is a bit of a change. Not as good as the 10th anniversary, but they knew that they couldn't exactly take that away after starting such a grand tradition.
Familiar with it, but please allow us to introduce it one more time.
Okay, what's the next?
The
next thing. Oh, they were explaining the summon point stuff. Summon points can be obtained by performing multi-summon. Yeah, this is the new justification for summoning on every single celebration, which I'm sure has worked. I'm sure people do. I mean, I see it all the time on my streams. Hey, Toon, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna summon and use the summon points, or like get the summon points. I get it. This is a way to sort of build up credit and then, redeem something once in a while. So yeah, they explain the summon points stuff. Summon points cannot be obtained by performing single summons. If anything, this killed the single summons, right? Like, I feel like I don't hear as many people talking about single summons anymore. Maybe that's just me. Characters available in exclusive ticket summons are different from that of regular summons. Okay. I feel like I should just keep the music playing. All right, next bit of news.
We're deeming the 15th.
Oh, this is when they announced it? So this started back in May. The 15th and 30th of every month is special day. Okay.
And the 30th.
And back during 10th year, these tickets were actually obtainable during special day. That's not a thing anymore in the 11th anniversary.
Every month, the Dokkan Special Day. On the 15th and 30th, we'll be holding special events and distribute.
Okay. That's when they revealed the new units. I'm scared I'm gonna get copyright clip. Isn't Dragon Carnival? Oh, was this part 2? Ew. Uh-oh. Dude, I am just now being reminded that this was actually... They just dropped the news on Twitter. They didn't do a video or anything. And also, this is coming off of that whole leak thing. There was like a fake leak into a real leak and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, this producer's letter is just the part 2, but it's still the May producer's letter. So whatever, we're gonna keep going with it. It's cool. So this is where they revealed the part 2 LR. It was the Rising Dragon Carnival. It was KFC, more Tournament of Power goodness. I'm very happy. Okay, and then they talk about how it's a reversible exchange. Oh yeah, the big news was the shakeup with oh wait, no, this wasn't a shakeup. This was just like what they were going to be calling the celebrations. And this was back in May. Like obviously since then we know what they're calling everything else. But they call it Anniversary Campaign now. Saiyan Day, Golden Week. Tanabata was called like the Supreme whatever, and then Global Dokkan Celebration. Okay. So that was the next bit of news. And then oh, they said it right here. Global Dokkan Campaign. Okay. Starting mid-June. Oh, they introduced the web store mid-June. I mean, there was a lot of, you know, important like housekeeping stuff that they gave us, and it was all neatly placed in a 12-minute video. So, I mean, that pretty much covers everything in here. But that begs the question, what on earth could possibly be going on for 21 minutes? And so this leads me to my theory. Oh yeah, I went back and I looked at Dokkan's tweet, and yeah, everyone is like talking about the leaks and stuff. But this leads me into my theory. Goku Day Dual Dokkan Festival Celebration, and I think both units are going to be reversible exchange. And here's why I think that's going to be the case. First of all, Dual Dokkan Festival, not something we've had in a few months, right? Ever since the 11th anniversary, it's been Dokkan Festival TUR, Dokkan Festival LR, Dokkan Festival TUR, Yellow Coin LR, Dokkan Festival LR. Let's go back to the TURs, but let's shake it up and now have 2 of them, which is what we typically do during a Golden Week celebration. This one is, you know, in my headcanon, this is still a Golden Week celebration in terms of structure, but in name only it's changed. But it would still be the Dual Dokkan Festival TURs into a Carnival LR. That would still present us with very different banners, very different celebrations compared to what we've had before. But a 21-minute video covering 2 reversible exchange characters would most certainly account for a good chunk of the 21 minutes. Like, I went back and I was looking at the Saiyan Day video. It was a 50-minute video. The main reason for that, by the way, shout out to my boy Cardinal. Cardinal timestamps every little thing, which is what made this so easy to find out. From 15 minutes all the way to 46 minutes. So 31 minutes was dedicated to just the new battle system. They were showing the demo. Amatsu's announcement at the end, new card effects, future celebrations, EZA. Looking at just the reversible exchange info. Okay, so new character trailer starts from a minute. Card art, one side of the unit and the other side, that's about a 7-minute margin just for one character's reveal, card art, and then overall effects. So if we take that and multiply that by 2, that's 14 minutes, 2/3 of the video already accounted for just with new characters. So I think that that is what's going to be the majority of the video. And then the rest of the video will just be more housekeeping stuff similar to what we saw in this video, where they talk about stuff coming up. I think there's going to be some sort of maybe like roadmap to Dragon Ball Super Beerus. Maybe, I don't know. They'll probably talk about like future celebration things coming up. Or maybe they'll announce something new, because since this is a Goku Day celebration, clearly, maybe they're going to announce some sort of a new event, or perhaps an upgrade to an older event. I said this in my previous video. The legendary Goku event first debuted during a Saiyan Day celebration. In fact, I don't remember which one. I want to go back and find it. That is my all-time favorite event. It's like the perfect balance of buckling in and, you know, going through the grind and the stacking element. I very much like that. So challenge event. Let's go to legendary. This is the old Dokkan Wiki. My face. Legendary Goku event. That's the legendary Vegeta event. Legendary Goku event. Was it this one or the GT version that came out during... Oh, it was May 8th, 2021. It was the GT version of the legendary Goku event. And then... No, you know what? In 2019, JP version still got it on May 9th. My theory, or this is based on nothing. My baseless prediction is that we're going to get some sort of a new mode. Not necessarily new, that's just brand new, but I think it's going to be some sort of a remake to this or an update to this. Maybe we get a Fighting Legend Gohan, or we get an Extreme Fighting Legend Goku, or perhaps we get a super version of Fighting Legend Goku. This is the GT edition. I mean, no, this one is the super edition. I don't know, maybe a Daima? I don't know. I think there's gonna be some sort of a Fighting Legend thing. That's just my random out of the blue guess, based on nothing at all. But because now Saiyan Day is, or now that Goku Day is like at the forefront, I just think that there's more of a justification for them to do something like this. When did the Vegeta event come out? Now I'm curious. Fighting Legend Vegeta. Ew. Okay, not even close. Yeah, it's gonna be something like this. That's my prediction. So new event plus housekeeping, along with 2 new reversible exchange TURs or LRs. I'm gonna say TURs. That is what's going to create a big fat 21-minute video. And that is my overall prediction. If you guys want to go further and, you know, start to predict what the reversible exchange units could be, off the top of my head, what if they do a reversible exchange Goku Gohan from maybe, I don't know, Majin Buu Saga, some sort of a what if where like Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Ultimate Gohan kind of work together, or maybe it's father son Kamehameha. Oh my god, yeah, they could totally do that. That's pretty much it, right? And then for, dude, do Goku and Goten do anything together? They don't do anything. All right, so it wouldn't be Goku and Goten. It would probably be Gohan and Goten. Although that's also kind of been done, sort of, but not exactly. The reversible exchange was between Gohan and the hybrids. Now it would just be between Gohan and Goten. Either they do it from the Broly Second Coming, or they do it from just Majin Buu Saga in general. But, you know, it could be something like that, or maybe something else entirely. I don't know. You guys get crazy with the predictions. Maybe we'll do another video focusing in on like actual unit predictions, celebration predictions. Is Namek Saga gonna happen at this point? I don't know. Because if Goten has to be involved, there's no way. Unless they do like multiple arcs. Maybe there's one. Oh my god, what if they do? Okay. What if they do one that's Namek Saga, reversible exchange, Gohan into Super Saiyan Goku? Doesn't exactly work. They weren't exactly fighting hand in hand or like, you know, alongside each other. But Gohan did have his moment against Frieza. Goku had his moment against Frieza when Gohan had to dip, right? So they could combine different elements from that. That could be a reversible exchange. And then another reversible exchange could be from Majin Buu Saga, or like I said, the Broly Second Coming, which is still Majin Buu Saga. So that's just my guess. You guys will probably have better ones. Also, dual Dokkan festivals for Golden Week. It's always had a villain, right? No, that's not true. We had a GT Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta once, so that does not hold true. I don't know. That's why I wanted to make that a separate video. We've already gone on 2 extra minutes, which I didn't need to. Sorry about that. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, stay afloat, do your daily missions, play other games. Don't uninstall Dokkan. Things are going to get good, I promise. When Dragon Ball comes back, I'm telling y'all, those of you who uninstall are going to regret it. Just keep it, do your daily missions, stockpile them stones. If you gotta skip, just skip. But don't bail just yet. If after Dragon Ball Super Beerus comes out and Dragon Ball as a fandom is back, if you're still not vibing with Dokkan, then we can have a separate conversation. But I'm just saying, just give it a chance. We have to bide our time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below, leave the comments your thoughts on what could potentially be coming up in this Goku Day celebration producer's letter video. Are we going to get a Dokkan Festival LR, a Dokkan Festival TUR, dual Dokkan Festival LRs, dual Dokkan Festival TURs, reversible exchange, dual Dokkan Festival LRs? What is your potential guess? What is the theme? What is the arc? The arcs, whatever. Let me know if there's anything else that I've missed. Feel free to share in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know you want to see more as I do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.